How's it going, everybody? My name is Absalom, and welcome to part 5 of my All Collectibles series for The Last of Us 2. This video will be covering everything for Chapter 6, including the trophies that can be unlocked in this section. This chapter is pretty long and has a good amount of collectibles, so I've tried to make this video as efficient as possible. So let's get started with the first subchapter, the Stadium, which has 4 items to collect. So to start things off, you'll have made your way all throughout the stadium, and you'll see the cafeteria and all these different things. Eventually you get to the box seats, which is actually your bedroom, and you'll collect your backpack. At this point, when you leave the door, the coin will be out here on the left on the ground. For the next coin, you'll start to make your way down towards the field, and then once you get right here and you're about to go to field level, there's a place over here to the right where they're doing laundry, and you'll find coin number 2 on this bench right here. Alright, for coin number 3, you'll check out Alice, your pet dog, and once you do that, you'll head over here to the armory. Now, on the right, you'll see a giant wolf mural on the wall over here, so head to the very middle of it, and on the ground, you'll find coin number 3. For the last collectible, you'll make your way into the armory, which is right after that previous collectible, and over here in this separate room over here, there's a gray cabinet in the corner where you'll find coin number 4 on the shelf. Alright, moving on to the next subchapter, which is called On Foot, where you're going to be picking up 8 different collectibles. The first one is coin number 1, so once you crash your car and you head into this warehouse, immediately on your right you're going to find a table over here that looks like a folding table of sorts, and you'll find coin number 1 on the corner right here. For the next collectible, it is also another coin, and you'll make your way into the lawn and garden area of this superstore, and then you'll head over to the registers, which is in the back left corner, and you'll find it right here beside the register. Continuing on, we're going to find workbench number 1, and you'll enter this room that is a warehouse with a giant boat inside, and the workbench will be found here on the back wall. Alright, moving on to the next collectible, which is coin number 3, there's going to be a part in the same building that you'll have to get this ladder and climb over to the boat. But before you place it on the boat, go ahead and place it over here to access this little hidden area above the room that you got it in, and then you'll head over to this table and find it right here on the corner. After that, go ahead and place it on the boat, and then you'll be able to grab the next collectible, which is the training manual, and once you make your way inside of the boat, it'll be on this table right here. For coin number 4, as soon as you leave that warehouse with the boat, there's going to be this trailer right in front of you. So come over here on the left side, and you'll have to break out one of these windows, and you'll be able to climb through. After doing so, then you'll find the coin on this desk right here. After that, you'll be able to get the next collectible by just turning around, and it'll be right here on top of this filing cabinet. After leaving that trailer, you'll just come right over here and you'll find this crack in the wall on the storyline path, and you'll find the last collectible of the subchapter, which is safe number 1. The combination is 173807, which you find on that previous artifact. Once you open it up, there's going to be a good bit of ammo in there, but I also want to draw attention to the fact that there is the hunting pistol that you'll be able to unlock. Now, this is not a collectible, but it will be needed if you want to get the trophy of upgrading all the weapons. Alright, now we can go on to the next subchapter called the Forward Base, or the FOB, and this one has 5 collectibles. The first one is right here at the start. You'll see this group of people and this railing over here, so head behind those people and you'll find the coin right here on the ground. After that, you can head through the checkpoint, and then immediately after that, go to the left where this giant group of people are talking. Now, I'm not going to ruin anything, but their conversation is a little interesting, especially if you've already finished the game. It's just a little bit of bonus lore. But coin number 2 can be found over here on this green box. For the third collectible of this subchapter, it's workbench number 1, so head over to this tent right and beside collectible number 2, and you'll find it up against this wall right over here. Moving on, the fourth collectible, which is coin number 3, can be found once you enter the building to go find Isaac, and you'll find it right over here on this lunchroom style table. Now, the final collectible of this subchapter is in the same room, and it's artifact number 1. So just head over here to this little tiny table right here, and you'll find it sitting right here. So after that, we can move on to the next subchapter, which is called the Aquarium, and this one actually doesn't have any collectibles. That being said, let's talk about the 2 collectibles in this chapter. So there's 2 items that have the same icon as the artifact like previous chapters had. In case this is a bug or something and it's just not counting, I wanted to include this because it does have the collectible icon. So the first one is in the giant whale room over here on the right side wall. And the second would be upstairs in the bedroom area, and you'll find it over here on our friend Mr. Skeleton. So that's all for this subchapter, but like I said, I don't expect this to actually count, but it does have the same icon as the collectible items, so it's a little confusing, and I just want to include it in my series just in case later they decide to patch this. So let's move on to the next subchapter. This chapter is called Hostile Territory. It's a pretty fun chapter, and it has 19 collectibles. To get started with artifact number 1, Manny will be helping you escape the city, so when you get to his apartment, you'll be able to find the artifact in this dresser drawer. Now, if you intend on reading this, you'll have to pause it or something in order to read it, because Manny will actually grab it out of your hand because it's kind of personal. Now for the next collectible, you'll actually bid farewell to Manny, and as soon as you do that, you're going to be in this little area. So once you do that, go to the back side of the dumpling store, and you'll actually find a spare apartment in this back window. Hop through and you'll find the training manual up on the counter. The next collectible is artifact number 2, and it's actually directly behind you over here on this dead body. After progressing down the storyline path, you'll see this RV right here that you'll be able to hop up into this window. So to find coin number 1, head over here and you'll find it inside of this middle drawer. Now progressing a little bit further, you'll get to this alleyway and there'll be Jasmine Bakery on the left over here. So you'll find safe number 1 right here behind the counter. The combination for this one is 689689. Now this safe doesn't necessarily have anything exciting except for some ammo and other crafting materials, but it is a collectible and it will be needed for the trophy. Alright, after opening that safe, head down the alleyway and go to the far left building. At this point, you'll be able to hike the stairs and then you'll clear out some zombies and you'll be able to hop over this ledge. After you hop over the ledge, head to the right and there's this little patio over here and you'll find artifact number 3 tucked in this guy's coat. After picking that up, head back down the stairs where you leaped across the alleyway and then you'll be able to hit up artifact number 4 over here on top of these boxes. Now for the next artifact, it's just on the other side of this wall over here on this table. But this isn't just an artifact, it's also a trophy, which is the Relic of the Sages, and this is pretty much in all of the Naughty Dog games, and it's a pretty cool object, but this will unlock the Strange Object. Moving on, we're going to get to the section of the game where they just forgot how to space out collectibles and they put like 17,000 collectibles in the same area. So artifacts number 6 through 11 are in this truck. So basically artifact number 6 is right here. Now you can do these in any order. They're all in this truck. So just pick them up however you want. But that's artifact number 6. Moving on to the left side, you can get 3 more. So let's say 7, 8, 9. And then there's 2 more on the opposite side of the truck. Now this truck can be found right after you leave the area that had the strange artifact with the previous collectible, and you'll find it when you drop back onto street level. Now I'm not complaining, but as somebody that hunts all these collectibles and finds this, I thought it was a little weird when all of a sudden I stumbled across multiple artifacts in the exact same area, and we're not even done after this, there's even more in this same area. So I don't know, but it's kind of crazy that they're all together. Also, these notes have pretty interesting little messages on them, they're very different, so they are pretty fun to read, but I'll let you do that in your game. Now, after you pick up all of those different artifacts, turn around and then there's artifact number 12 that's like right here in this room. I guess they did a good job. They moved it away from the truck, but they didn't make it very far. Now, there's even another artifact in this sub-chapter, but it's going to be further down the storyline path. So after this, you'll get to this part where you'll crawl underneath and you'll push a box aside. And once you do that, then you'll head over to this little wicker area, this stick area, and you'll find the artifact over here on this table. Now, after that, the last collectible of the sub-chapter, which is workbench number 1, is directly to your left right over here against the wall. Moving on to the next subchapter, which is the forest, but there's actually one subchapter before this called Winter Visit, but it has no collectibles. So we're skipping that one and moving on to the next one. So once you make it to safety, and I'm not going to go into detail because this chapter is absolutely insane and I think you should experience it for yourself, but when you do make it to safety, the first collectible is workbench number 1, and it's found in this auto shop right over here on the left side of this building. The next collectibles are also in this building, which the next one is actually the training manual, and you can go over here to this kitchen area or this office or whatever, and you'll find it over here on this desk. After that, you'll get the last collectible of the subchapter, which is artifact number 1, by turning around, heading back into this little kitchen area, and it'll be over here on this table. Moving on to the next subchapter called the Coast, it's actually going to have 10 collectibles, so let's get started with number 1. So the workbench can be found right after you see that giant American flag and the cargo crate hanging from the sky. After that, hop over this fence over here and head to this giant warehouse, and this is storyline path, so you shouldn't miss it, but once you open this door, it'll be right here inside of this room. The next collectible is coin number 1, and once you clear out that cargo area, you'll head over to this highway. Head up this little broken ramp, and over here on this body, you'll find it right beside it on the ground. Next, you'll make your way to this giant cargo ship, and when you swim across the ocean, head into this little area right here, and it's going to be the first right, and then once you go in there, it's the next right, and you'll find artifact number 1 over here on this cot next to this dead body. After progressing through the ship, you'll find a crossbow, and in that same room, head all the way to the end of the hallway, and on top of this cot, you'll find artifact number 2. After leaving that previous area, you'll head up the stairs and then make a right, head down this hallway, make another right, and you'll find the coin number 2 on top of this crate next to the teddy bear. After that, head to the top deck of the boat and you'll find safe number 1 in the aft deck area of the boat, and the combination is 907701. Now, in this safe, there is actually another collectible, which is a training manual. It's not an official collectible, but it is needed if you want to get one of the trophies that's upgrade your players. So go ahead and get that as well while you open this safe. Now, if you move to the other side of the boat and open that door, you won't be able to return to the boat, so make sure you've looted it, but after that, you'll find artifact number 3 next to this dead captain. Now from that same room, there's a ladder, so go ahead and climb that. And once you get to the top, turn around and head to the opposite side of this little deck, and you'll find coin number 3 up against this wall right over here next to this box. Now we can move on to the last collectible of the sub-chapter, which is coin number 4, and you'll progress your way all the way to the aquarium, and if you see this fountain, hop inside of it and you'll find it over here in front of this dolphin statue. Alright, that is all the collectibles for Chapter 6. There's actually one more sub-chapter called Return to the Coast, but it doesn't have any more collectibles, so at this point you will be done with all the collectibles for Chapter 6. The next part in the series will be covering Chapter 7, and I'll have that uploaded very, very soon, so thank you so much for watching. My name is Absalom, and I hope to see you in my next video.